Hello friends and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another tutorial on ISTQB Foundation Level Sample Paper Discussions, where we are talking about tips, tricks and time management related to this examination. Finally, we have completed a big playlist, indeed, one of the longest ones in terms of number of questions. I think I'm really happy and proud enough to share with you. This is the only channel which has 140 sample questions being discussed as a part of this particular playlist, which talks about everything which is very, very important for anyone to understand and remember or follow to succeed with their examinations in their first school. So this tutorial is not to consume a lot of your time, but compile and consolidate everything what we have discussed in this playlist as tips or tricks and time management. The first and foremost important thing, as you might remember, we told you that the key to attention is very important. Number first is while you're reading, try to make sure that you pay attention and stress on every single word. Nothing is skippable, nothing is ignorable, because any single word which you don't read in the question would be very, very crucial. Step two, the same applies to the options as well, more than the question. When it comes to options, if you don't pay attention to every single word in detail, you may have a different meaning of it, like development, test environment, platforms, etc., and many other things. So there are many such words which might be distracting. And the third element in line is, of course, the relationship to that of the question. Sometimes you'll find the right answers also written there, like the statement would be making a lot of sense as per the protocols, but that is not the ask. Okay, so try to correlate your options meaning to that of the question being asked, because sometimes the question is not what you are asking, right? So it might be something else. So your options would be very much correct, but not for the question being asked. So try to be always in relationship with that of the question, not getting out of it. If you get confused, read the question again, right? In order to manage your time better, and that is number four, in order to manage your time better, of course, try to read the question once. See to that if you're getting the answer, you are clear with it. If you had to read the question once again, and the question is also long, right, like passage based or scenario based, then just make sure that you look forward to skip that for now and continue with those which are straightforward. Why? Because such questions are embedded into the examination just to make sure that you utilize your time and do not let to complete the uh, examination. Let me remind you some of the secrets of this examination. This certificate is about the certification of profession and certainly is very much important for you to understand everything what a tester should have. So the measures of this examination are related to all those matrices, like your attention to detail, observation to information, making decision based on understanding the information provided to you, making some good decisions here, and at the same time having the limited time to tackle your problems. So that means it's not just an examination, it is trying to test all your psychological aspects being a tester. So don't underestimate this examination in terms of becoming a tester, right? It's just not judging your skills of testing or asking some stupid questions, but trying to make you a perfect tester within itself, right? Further to add, of course, you would have seen a lot of contradicting options throughout this playlist, and I'm pretty much sure that we have given you respective differences between them, that how exactly to judge what is right, what is not right, how exactly to come out of a glitch, how exactly to decide which is more better than someone, because there would be some of the words, that is number five, some of the words which would be talking about best, most, least, etc. These words are to remind you in advance that some of these options may look completely correct to you. Okay, like some of these options, like more than one answers may be right, but one of them is more relevant than the others. So which one is the best, which one is the most, which one is the least? So this is what is that word represents. Sixth, you would find the words like not, or the words like which is not true about this. That means false. So they may use the word false, they may use the word not true. Please be attentive to this word not, because it's very easy to ignore during reading the examination. We would concentrate on the subject rather than these keywords, and that results into a misunderstanding of the question. And sometimes we say, hey, more than one option is looking right, right? And then you would say, is it having conflicting answers? The problem is you didn't read the question carefully. So quickly go back to the question and cross verify that did you just do that. Final, number 6, of course, the most important thing, your syllabus. Most of the time you would have seen that I have referred to something what we have already covered. And yes, the syllabus had the answer to it. So if in case you have not been through all the tutorials or all the syllabus topics, either of one, because my tutorials covers everything in the syllabus, you are not prepared for the examination. Okay, just make sure that you go through the syllabus completely once before hitting the examination. Okay, so that is what is going to touch base on every single kind of keyword, terminology, definitions, glossary, everything what you need to know before hitting the examination. And have the presence of mind. Once at the last, I just want to give you some psychological things as well. The peace of mind is very important. The lack of attention could be a nightmare for you. So have that comfort, have that confidence. If you have been through the syllabus, you have learned it, you have understood it, it is the most important thing what you need to have. And if you have that, you do not need anything else. Okay, choose your option carefully. That am I comfortable with online, am I comfortable with offline examination? You think you will get better peace of mind if you're writing a center-based examination, do that. If you think online I may have gate crashes of people entering my room, or I may have internet issues, I'll be in some kind of stress, then don't do that, right? So take your decisions, take your call. Many people quite often ask me that, Neeraj, which one should we opt for, which one is better? I always say them, go as per you, because I'm not you. I cannot decide and not tell you that what is better for you. You know your situation better. You know where exactly you work. You know where exactly your home is, what kind of family members you have, in terms of like you have a big family, small family, you're staying isolated, right? How are you staying? That is what I meant. So you can just decide and take your call. Whatever you will feel more peaceful, concentrating, go for that, right? And certainly these things have to be applied. Okay, and options are tricky, remember that. Another important thing, let me add the seventh point, that is few questions, 2 or 3 questions will have 5 options. Do not ignore them. Okay, there if you just pick one answer, you get nothing for that particular question. Both the options have to be correct. Okay, then only you get the full marks. That is 1 mark. Even if one option goes wrong, then you don't get any marks for that particular question. So be careful. Sometimes what happens in the flow, we just check one option and we move to the next. If it is having 5 answers, then select 2 right answers. Okay, be careful with that as well. So I think with that, I have covered all the important tips and tricks throughout this particular session. And rest, if you have any further questions, where to reach out, drop me a comment. You have my LinkedIn at the end or in the description as well. Just feel free to ping me. I would be more than happy to further assist you, guide you well with your preparations, right? So that's all finally from this particular tutorial team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for watching this entire playlist, team. And thank you so much for being with this channel. I'm really happy to see you, and happy to see the growth on our community. So I'm really, really happy. So thank you so much for being here, and take care with a very best, all the very best for your examination, and happy learning.